Hey guys, I'm Bondbeautyful, and today I thought I would talk about my favorite products from BH Cosmetics, my favorite makeup products. And so I kind of went through my stash, grabbed things that I absolutely love and recommend for you guys, and we're going to talk about them. So first off, before I get started, I know that my voice sounds raspy and gross. I am sick and wow. Even though I don't feel sick, I sound very sick. So don't be a jerk and comment something silly down below, to say the least. We all know my voice sounds crazy. We all know it's not pretty. Alright? Okay, so let's start. So BH Cosmetics is one of those brands that likes to come out with big eyeshadow palettes, lots of brushes, lip palettes, cheek palettes, things like that, kind of sort of like Morphe, but they are very, 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 very affordable. And although I haven't tried everything from them, I've tried quite a bit, and these are kind of my favorites and things that I recommend from the stuff that I've actually tried. I'm going to start off by talking about kind of the most unexpected favorite and something that I have been obsessed with lately, and they are their lashes. So here I have two of their lashes. I have Flirt, which is this one, which is kind of interesting. They're kind of spaced out and not super voluminous. And then the ones that I have on today are called Foxy. And the reason that I love Foxy so much is because they're long and voluminous when you look at somebody, but also when you look down, they're very thick and dense, and I really like that, where the lashes look super, super thick. So Foxy is definitely one of my favorites, but I like these because they're not super difficult to use. They're pretty easy to use, but you just have to start your lash more towards the inner corner. If you like to start it kind of like right here like I do, it's going to be hard to keep it in this shape. So just starting it from the inner corner and then trimming them if they're too long, and then you're good to go. So I absolutely love these, and I am going to be repurchasing them. These have lasted me well over weeks, and I'm absolutely obsessed with them. Next is a bronzer. This is the BH Cosmetics, they're all BH Cosmetics. This is the Bombshell Bronze, and this one's in Diva. So this one's the matte one that they have. They just came out with a new one that has like a gold packaging. I am dying to try that one. But this one was super, super good, and it kind of has that bit of a warmth to it, which I absolutely love. I love to contour with this, as well as kind of add on the cheek for a sort of a sun-kissed type of glow. Absolutely gorgeous. I am so impressed. Let's see if you can see that. I am so impressed with how soft this product is. This is such a soft feeling powder, like almost creamy and silky, and just feels so incredibly nice on the touch. And you can see like it's kind of that really light but warm bronze, and on the face it looks incredible. I so recommend this, you guys. They have some that are more glowy, kind of for more of like a summer glow, but this is the only matte one they have in this line. But I absolutely love it and recommend it. It is amazing, and the packaging is cute and pretty sturdy. So this is in no order whatsoever, you guys. I'm just grabbing stuff. So next is this BH Cosmetics Forever Nude Sculpt and Glow. So this is what this palette looks like, and this one is the light medium one. So they have, I think, 2 or 3 of them. So this is what inside. This is kind of, they have a mirror, and it's kind of that cardboard. But in here it has 2 bronzers, a warm one, a cool one, and they're both matte, and they have a glowy coral color, and then there is a matte highlight and a normal like shimmery type of highlight. So I'll go ahead and I'll swatch these for you guys. This palette is amazing. I love how pigmented it is. And I mean, these bronzers feel a little tiny bit more drier than that one that I just talked about, but honestly, I've had it for so long, that's probably why. But it's incredible how much pigmentation you get off of this. So this is the warm one, the more of a cool contour, the blush. Then we got here the shimmer highlight, which obviously I caked on like crazy, and the more matte one. And I love this. This is probably my #1 palette that I usually will travel with. This is the BH Studio Pro Beauty Sponge, and I still have my spare I haven't gone into, but you guys see it in my tutorials all the time. This is the sponge that I always use now. I use this over my Real Techniques. I'll use it over every other sponge. And the reason that I love this particular one so much is, first off, it is super soft and it does blow up whenever you wet it, but it's not as porous as far as like the texture. It's not as porous as like the Real Techniques or the Beauty Blender or anything like that. So I feel like it doesn't suck up as much product as those. It's more smooth, and I really like that because it kind of keeps product like right at the tip of it, so it kind of will distribute more product instead of sucking the product in. Next is a palette that I have used more off camera than on camera. This is the Pride and Prejudice and Zombie Eye and Cheek palette, and isn't this packaging amazing, you guys? This packaging is so gorgeous. Like, the reason that I bought this in the first place was for the packaging. I'm serious, like I love that. I have it displayed. But it has a really nice sturdy mirror in there, and then it has 12 eyeshadows and 3 cheek products. So we have 2 blushes here and a highlight. And compared to the other highlight from the Forever Nude palette, this highlight is more peachy warm. That one is more like a cooler champagne, kind of like the e.l.f. Pinktastic, like it's more of that silvery, cooler highlight. This one is more of like that peachiness, which I think is more flattering for those of us that are a little bit like medium to tan skin. So this is what it looks like. So I feel like it's definitely more flattering on like not so light skin tone. These blushes and the highlight, they feel very, very, very creamy. They're the 2 highlights. They feel super, super creamy, and they blend out really nicely, and they're super pigmented. So I absolutely love that. Then we have all the eyeshadows, which I still haven't found a dud yet. I've used almost every single eyeshadow. I think this one right here is amazing. It's kind of like a purpley silver, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So you can see it kind of swatched on my finger. But these, I mean, Beach Cosmetics, they really did a good job. You can see it right there. It's such a gorgeous, almost gray purple, and they did such a good job. So in here, there are 8 shimmery, glowy shades, and then there is 4 matte shades. And even the matte black is super black and super soft. But this matte black is amazing. You can see right there. So I really enjoy this palette. Next is my #1 favorite obsession, like I have been using like almost every single day type of palette. And it's the Foil Eyes 28 color shadow palette. First off, I love that it's clear because I can look in there, and there's something like, I don't know, there's something sleek about it that I just love. But I did drop it the other day and broke off one of the hinges. Can you see that right there? Oh, I'm so sad about it. But anyways, this palette is amazing. I use this for all the Pokemon tutorials I've done. I use these in several other makeup looks that I've done, like on my Instagram. And these are amazing, okay? These are so pigmented. You can use them wet, you can use them dry. They are foil eyeshadows, so they do have a little bit of that metallicness to it. I'll go ahead and I'll swatch some of these for you. I absolutely am in love with this like peachy shade. You can see that right there. Then we have like this blue shade right here is absolutely gorgeous. They're super soft, and it's surprising how absolutely pigmented these are, how easy they are to blend. BH did such a good job with their eyeshadows, you guys. Like seriously, with their formulas, they're amazing, and I absolutely love them. So in here, I haven't found a single dud either. Okay, so next I'm going to show you 2 of these type of palettes, the 88 color palettes. So these are the two that I bought when I first bought anything from them, and they are, this one here is a standard matte palette, and this one is a tropical shimmer eyeshadow palette. And oh my gosh, I've been using these like crazy lately, and they are amazing. So you guys have seen these in several, but these eyeshadows are a lot smaller because they are 88 of them in here. And some of these are not as pigmented as the others. These are matte, but for being matte shadows, I'm super impressed. So I'll kind of swatch a couple of them, go down the row. So here's what a couple of them look like. But for being matte eyeshadows, they're pretty pigmented. I mean, a lot of companies have a hard time with matte shadows, and BH, for some reason, they got it, man. And the tropical shimmer one is the oldest palette that I've had, and so I completely broke off the top. And I've dropped this so many times that some of the little pans have like popped out, but this has probably one of the most gorgeous, unique colors that BH Cosmetic has, I feel like. Because a lot of their shades are so shimmery, almost metallic, but they're so unique. And like for example, this is like a beautiful, beautiful like blue silver shade, absolutely gorgeous. Then we have here, let me see here, we have, I'll swatch a pink for you guys. You can see how beautiful and soft the pinks are. So you can see that these are super pigmented. This one's kind of like a almost white yellow gold type of shade. Absolutely gorgeous. So I absolutely love these colors. Like look at the metals down here, like the bronzy cranberry-ish colors are super gorgeous. So I really love this. I used to have one of their blush palettes. I don't know if I broke it and then threw it away, but their blushes are really pretty good. You're pretty good if you get a blush. But the last palette I have is a 32 color lip palette. Now if you're not into like lips in the pot, lip products in the pot, like lipstick in the pot like this, you probably aren't gonna like this because that's exactly what this is. So at first, when you first touch them, they feel a little bit like waxy, but as you kind of warm it up, it feels like a regular lipstick, except it's obviously in a little tin like this. So this is something that's perfect for somebody that likes to experiment with all different kinds of lippies. So today I have a couple lip combinations, but then I also added a little bit of this kind of orange shade right here, kind of in that middle. That's what that orange is. And then I topped it off with a pink gloss so it wouldn't be too much. But these are super pigmented, they're super creamy. But this isn't going to be something that's going to be a super long lasting, and obviously since it's in a tin like this, you're probably not going to carry this around, so you're probably not going to reapply. So this is kind of something that you put on at home and then you go out and you just do whatever you're doing, but they last as long as like a regular creamy lipstick. So since we're talking about lipstick, let's go ahead and talk about some of the lips products that I've gotten from BH Cosmetics. So let's start with my absolute favorite of the moment ever, and they're super popular right now too, is the BH liquid lipsticks. So I have 3 of them that I've bought in, and I have absolutely loved every one of these colors. They haven't been streaky, and the formula, they are really nice. So these are matte liquid lipsticks, okay? So they are going to feel a little bit very matte and a little bit drying on your lips, but as far as a lot of the other liquid lipsticks that I have tried, I absolutely love these. These are great. And in particular, now I'll show you all the shades I have. I have this one here is Samantha, which is kind of a more rosy tone, something more wearable for every day. Then I have here Daisy, which is that lilac beauty that I love and that I always use in my Instagram pictures. I also wore this in the shampoo and conditioner review from Pure Dior. This is what I was wearing. Then this beautiful, cool, almost gray toned nude that I am obsessed with. This one's called Muse. And I have literally, I have to force myself to not use this. As you guys know, I'm doing the 100 days of makeup on my Instagram, and I have to force myself not to use this in like every single picture because I can just incorporate it in every single look, I feel like. So I'll go ahead and swatch it for you guys. So these feel super creamy, but they do dry to a matte finish, and I have noticed that they do last on the lips for a long time, so they're pretty long lasting. Now the other lip product that I've tried from BH Cosmetics are these Color Lock lipsticks. So I have 3 of them, but I can't find my deep dark red, but these are the 2 that I found here. This one here is called Charming, which it was in my favorite nude lips, because this one's kind of like that pinky nude, which will look stunning on someone with fair skin, but just looks like really light pink on like my type of skin tone. But these ones are matte lipsticks, and they are exactly what their name says. They lock. They lock into place and they don't budge at all. I love this. This one here is called Passionate. It's that purple color. I've worn several of my pictures on Instagram, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this color. So last we'll talk about some brushes. So I've gotten 2 different brush kits. I've gotten a travel brush kit, the one that with the different colors, and I got one of their gold, their gold face kits, I believe it's what it's called. The ones with the gold handle like this, and those have all kind of these skunk hair type of brushes, and they have a bunch of different face ones. This one right here, you'll probably see these in a lot of my videos, but this one right here is kind of my favorite for foundation because it is kind of a flat top, and they're amazing. And so these, as far as like the handles and stuff, they're made really well. So I really like these. These are soft if you're looking for some good affordable brushes. They have some amazing kits. So that travel kit that I was telling you about that has the colors, that's what all these color ones are. And I love their blending brush here, and it just blends product out so nicely. And then they have like an angled brush like this. So these brushes are really, really good. I definitely recommend BH Cosmetic brushes because they're amazing. This other brush, now I also have 2 single brushes that you can buy singly, and singly, is that even a word? That you can buy by themselves, and I love. They're staples in my brush collection, and I haven't found brushes like these. So this one here is the BH blending brush. It's kind of the bigger brush. You can see as it kind of is really big compared to my eye, and I love this for transition shades. I love this whenever I'm doing like a messy like a poolside look where I just mess it out, and it is so soft. It hasn't shed on me, and this is probably one of the oldest brushes. These 2 are probably one of the oldest brushes that I have from BH. Then I have this one here. This is the BH brush that is a skunk brush, or it's a stippling brush. It's a big stippling brush, and I love this. Now, I don't use this for foundation. I've tried it with foundation, and I feel like the bristles are too flimsy. Like you can see, I push down and it kind of will just go eek, eek, because they're really, really light and long, and you can see like how they just move around. So this is not good for foundation, but I love this for bronzer. For a bronzer where I just want to bronze up the face, I will go ahead and use it, and it will give me such a flawless finish and a light application. I also like this for blushes. So blushes that I think are too pigmented, or when I just want a light flush of color, I'll go ahead and I'll barely dip this in and really blend this out on the cheek, and I love this. This is amazing. So that is it. These are all my favorites from BH Cosmetics right now. I hope that this kind of shopper's guide really kind of helped you. You can see swatches. That way when you go on their website, it's not so overwhelming, and you can kind of find products that you think will actually work for you so you don't waste your money. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll do more favorite type of videos where I talk about favorites for brands. And also don't forget to subscribe down below so you don't miss any of my future videos. So that's basically it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.